Hello everybody, SoCal Thero here. Welcome you back to the second part of this episode of American Truck Simulator. I'm recording this back to back, so if the first episode didn't go through, I'm just going to roll with it and do a second one here. We are taking a load of empty pallets. We started up here in Bellingham and we're taking them all the way down the 5. We're taking just the 5 freeway only to Los Angeles. We ended the last run in Hornbrook. Excuse me. In Hornbrook, Oregon. I thought we were in California. Wait, are we in California? Oh yeah, we are in California. There's a state line. We barely made it into California when we stopped last time. I kind of thought we were because the speed limit was changing to 55 only, so it makes sense. So, in this episode, we plan to continue this trek down. We're going to go through Redding, it looks like, Sacramento, and then make it all the way down. I've been trying to stick to just the 5 only. I had to take a detour on the previous episode and drive right next to some helicopter blades. That was life flighting somebody out of there. But we're gonna... Oh, I forgot the parking brake. There we go, tearing that off. But we're gonna continue our trip here. We're not resting because I have the fatigue turned off. So when I ended the episode, it was at night as well. We did a afternoon run into the evening, and according to the GPS, this run should take us all the way to late morning, early afternoon by the time we should get into Los Angeles. So shouldn't be too bad. It's basically a 23-hour run is how it's gonna go, according to that. I think we left Bellingham at about I think we left at about a little after 11:30 a.m., maybe 12 p.m. And according to the GPS, we should be at our destination at about 10 or 11 a.m. The next day. So as long as we keep trekking through the night here and getting to our and not getting caught up on detours or anything like that, we should be making it pretty good. In fact, let's look at the GPS right now. Okay, so we did lose a little bit of time having to... Whoa, we're really speeding. I'm trying to get around this truck, that's why. Just let the truck take itself down. Come on. Jake, brake it a little bit. There we go. So we're in California. It's 55 for trucks. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna make it in a little after 12 p.m. So it'll be a little over a 24-hour run in this on this job, basically. The last episode, I think if I saw right, it was gonna be about 30 to 35 minutes, and I just pretty much stopped the recording and then started it up again for this one. So obviously no time gap for me. There will be for you guys though, depending on which day it releases. And then this one, like I promised in the last one, would release the next scheduled upload date for random game of the day, so you guys wouldn't be left in suspense to how long, like when the next one releases. But last episode we talked about some GTA 5 with OCRP vehicles in development, what else? RP coming to the YouTube channel, and then a little bit about like how I've been recording other games as well, not just GTA 5, because like what Jeff said in his channel about his viewers and not being a one-trick pony, that's exactly what I want to be too. I don't want my YouTube channel to be a GTA 5 channel. I want it to be a gaming content channel with multiple games on different platforms in some cases. Like some games like State of Decay 2, that's only on Xbox One, will be only, well, I guess it's on PC now too, but like stuff like that. I don't want it to be just GTA 5 or GTA 5 RP. I know a lot of people have told me already, if you do a lot more GTA 5 RP, you'll get a lot more viewers, you'll get a lot more subscribers, and you'll get monetized a lot quicker. And that's not the goal for me. I'm not in this to just like race to the top and get as many subscribers and and viewers as possible. I'm in it to bring you guys good content. Hopefully it's good. I'm doing my best, let me tell you. I'm not the best at editing, but I do try. But I want to give you guys basically the best content with stuff that I enjoy playing and not just constantly doing one specific thing all the time, because it can get really old and tedious really quickly, and when it starts to get really old and just burnt out for you, you kind of have a hard time thinking of new things to do with it, like with like RP scenarios and whatnot. You can only do so much before you really have to dig into that creativity to think of something that'll be entertaining for one episode. And it's kind of like, I don't want to be like that, you know? I don't care how many views I get on a video. I don't care how many subscribers I have. If I have more, that's great. If I have less, that's okay too. I mean, it is what it is. I don't, like, just like Jeff is, I don't want to be a one-trick pony. This is plain and simple. But for you guys, I know a lot of my subscribers and viewers are here from LSPDFR, and truth be told, a little history about myself. The way I found Bugs and Jeff was through LCPDFR when GTA 4 was still out, before GTA 5, and they were doing RP. They were doing, like, it was single player, but it wasn't. It was multiplayer, and every now and then they would do like a clan video where they were with their RP clan community. This is before DOJ. Forget the name of it now. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. But like, after a while, I kind of branched out, and that from Bugs' channel, and that's how I found Jeff. And then that's the same way that I was watching Jeff's content as well. And then after a while, like, I was like, you know what? Let me look at some of the other stuff these guys do. And I saw Jeff was uploading Euro Truck Simulator. I'm like, oh, what's that all about? And then they talked about, and I was interested. I was like, you know, that's pretty cool. It's not something I would ever be interested in before, but it'd be worth trying something new and trying it out. So I did that, and I was like, but I don't think I could do. Oh, there's a cop over there. I'm not speeding though. Getting close to it though. But the only thing I was reluctant on was, you know what, this is Euro Truck Simulator. I've never been to Europe to know what the traffic laws are or anything like that. And since I bought Bus Simulator, I've really learned a lot as far as traffic laws are concerned, but it just kind of took me away from wanting to do anything with the Euro Truck Simulator. But then I found out that they were making an American Truck Simulator, and I was like, oh, that would be cool. I was like, I wonder where it's going to be at. And then it said it was going to start with California and Nevada. I was like, oh, that's exactly how you get my interest. It's the state that I live in, so why not? So I got lucky, and I actually won this game from a Twitch viewer or a Twitch streamer that I was watching at the time that was doing American Truck Simulator. Just did a random drawing, and I luckily won. I paid him for it though, regardless, so he could give it to somebody else. Because I mean, if I had the means, I don't know. Ryan did this to me once too when I won his mug on one of his streams. I do appreciate it when, like, I win something, like, I'm really grateful for it. But at the same time, when I have the means to do something like that on my own, I like to spread the generosity. Because, sorry, I scratched my head there. That's why my head's moving. I like to spread the generosity because there's maybe somebody else that's watching that can't do that. So I feel very fortunate that I'm able to do things like that, and I like to use it as a way to give back. It's not a thing to feel less guilty. It's more of, I can do this on my own. I appreciate it. I'm very grateful for it, but I want to keep that gratitude and use it towards somebody else that maybe can't afford that. Maybe they could use something like that. So when I won the game, I was like, that's cool. I mean, I thanked the guy, and I got it, and then I gave him I think at the time this game was only like $25. It was cheap. I mean, what you get with this game and like the entertainment I get out of it is well worth what I paid for. I'd pay easily $200 for this game and not be upset because of how cool it is. And this is coming from a guy that used to play Call of Duty all day, every day, and Battlefield, like just mostly first-person shooters. It's just nice to have something different for a change. It's a game where you can just sit down. In my case, I have a steering wheel and my track IR. I can just sit down. I could relax, drive, look at the scenery. There's always something new to see in the scenery. Driving day or night like this, there's things that you see and can't see. Obviously can't see more at night, but that's okay. I'm in California and I know how California looks. It's usually dry, dead brush everywhere because of the heat, especially in Southern California. But yeah, so we discussed that, and then GTA 5 RP. It is something we're gonna bring to the channel eventually. It's just I've been working on a lot of dev stuff, making sure that the community can benefit from my dev stuff. It's not that they ask me to, they don't pressure me. I don't get a timeline like, hey, you need to get this done by X amount of days. Like that's the greatest part, like doing stuff for OCRP. It's really why I enjoy doing OCRP dev work. Like Jeff doesn't give me a time limit. He just says do it when you feel like it. Like it's just very relaxed. Like with the LEO cars, he was like, if he wanted something, he's like, hey, can you put this light bar on there? I'm like, okay. And I'm like, what else? And he's like, rest of it's up to you. Like he lets my creativity go so I could do stuff, and knows that I won't be excessive with it to where it's gonna make the server unstable. So like doing stuff like that is always rewarding. So like people always, like other community members, like they're like, man, I feel bad for you. You're never on the server. You never play. Yeah, I've been on the server a few times, and people didn't know who I was. They just heard me mumbling in the background of the scene. Because I didn't want to latch onto a scene or anything like that. I was RPing as a homeless guy. I was just practicing my RP and then kind of checking on like, okay, finally I could bypass a way station. I had to do it like 3 times in the last episode, but yeah, I like to RP. Like right now I'm RPing as a homeless person, like a drifter. Like I just drifted from Liberty City into I mean, I'll have that as a backstory on his ID and stuff, so people know it. But I just basically RP'd out. I'm a drifter from Liberty City. I came in on a train. I ended up in Sandy Shores. I'm kind of living. These people see me walking down the road, stuff like that. It was pretty fun. I had somebody stop and like, hey, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm good, man. And I just kept walking, and they were like, okay. Just kind of letting my story be seen that it was developing yet not knowing exactly what it was. That's why I enjoy doing stuff like that. It's really cool. It's really fun. This cop doesn't mind that I'm going to be passing him here. In real life, I would never pass a cop. I don't know about you guys. You could let me know in the comments below, the people that do drive that are watching. Would you guys pass a cop even if it was within the speed limit? Like say the speed limit's 70 and he's doing 60, would you go by him at 65? I mean, if it was me, no. And most people I see on the road wouldn't either. Alright, I could probably get over again, but I don't know where his lights are. I don't see him. He's still kind of right there. I'll get out of this lane in a second. Oh, that's the divert to San Francisco. Not there. I think I'm good. Alright. Just don't want to ride the left lane and slow people down. But yeah, like I don't get to do the RP thing as much, but doing the development work, Jeff makes it so free, like to do what I want, that it's almost like you're RPing in the server. It's that much enjoyment to me as well. I mean, like you can call me weird for having fun making 3D models, but it is what it is. You do get burned out on it from time to time. Welcome to Sacramento. Here we go. We finally made it to Sacramento, giving us our reach to Northern California, where we keep continuing down into Southern California to our final stop here. And other than that life flight that we had on the first episode, we've been pretty much on the 5 freeway the entire time, and that's what I wanted to do, because the 5 freeway does travel like this all the way up into Canada. It's a freeway I take when I go up to, when I do go up to Canada to visit family. Whoa! hitting some waker uppers there. Corner is a little rough. Yeah, I go to, I don't know if you're a new viewer or not, but I am from California. I was born and raised here. But I also have citizenship in Canada because my dad's side of the family is from Canada too. So I'm a citizen of both the United States and a citizen of Canada. My family's from there. They live up in Vancouver, and we go up there. We always go up to 5, and I've been to Washington, but I haven't stayed long enough to see it and I was a kid when I was up there before. We usually just fly up there now, but we used to go up there, and then we'd go to a place called Banff. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it before. If you haven't, you should most definitely Google it. It's really beautiful. There's this really great hotel that's overlooking the lake there, all the mountains and the trees in the background. It's just it looks like something out of a screensaver. It's just so beautiful up there. Really owe it to yourself to see it if you haven't already. Let's see what else about GT. Oh, I think I was going to talk about that I haven't been talking. I was going to talk about in the first episode, and then I kind of cut myself off to save it for this one. As much as I don't want to be a one-trick pony with GTA 5, I also don't want to exclude other things with GTA 5. So I've said it before, and it's been kind of hard because I have to still learn the mechanics behind it to make sure I have the game set up properly. But I'm going to start eventually, if I haven't already, which I probably haven't because it takes a lot of work to set up a game for it, a game folder for it. But I do want to do something where I do a GTA 5 in the life kind of thing, kind of like what Steve the Gamer does and Ace Pilot 2K7. Those are two other YouTube content creators that I subscribe to and enjoy their content as well. I know I always talk about Jeff and Bugs and stuff like that. I mean, I enjoy their content, and theirs is the first I found, but I've also branched out, and I've seen some other people that have piqued my interest, that entertain me, that I like to watch too. Maybe not always on a daily basis, but every now and then they catch my eye, and I watch some of their content. That's two of them, Steve the Gamer 55 and Ace Pilot 2K7, which if you guys are from GTA, you know who they are most likely. And then GM Anton's, he's another one. I love Anton. He's great. What I love about Anton's channel is, and I wish I could be like this, but I can't. Just my vocabulary just won't allow me. He's very family friendly and oriented with his channel while he still provides LSPDFR content. I don't think I could ever do that because I want to keep the crisp reality of being an officer and dealing with a criminal right there in your face. They're very, very strict and very, I don't want to say abusive because they're not abusive, but they're very vocal, we'll say, with suspects, and I want that feeling to be portrayed in my videos when I do that. So hats off to Anton for doing that. He puts in a lot of work too on his channel. There's a lot of live streaming. I have to take off the cruise here. It looks like we're merging, and it's like they don't know how to merge. I'm gonna have to maybe just jump in and cut somebody off as much as I don't want to. Oh, maybe not. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna dart for the left lane so I can get around these guys. And he's gonna go back over. Kind of slingshot myself. Be like Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights. I can't believe it. Mike Honcho himself. Slingshot engage. Oh no, he says shake and bake at that part. I'm thinking the slingshot engages towards the beginning when they're still friends, not when they make up. It's one of my favorite movies. You'd think I know that too. That and Tropic Thunder. It's two of my favorite movies. But going back to the GTA 5, I kind of got off topic there. But GTA 5 content, I've been kind of thinking of and toying around with the idea of doing an apocalypse series for zombies and stuff. Because I I don't subscribe to him, and he doesn't need my subscription. He's got so many subscribers. But for those of you that know him, his name's Typical Gamer. He did a whole series on Zombie Outbreak with GTA 5 and just adding mods here and there for his series. Like, that's something I think I might do too, because it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching his live streams. Well, re-watching them because he wasn't live when I caught him. But it might be something that I want to do and bring to the channel. I think I've mentioned that before. I'm not too sure. There's that one, and then like in the life, I'll probably do something where I take the main GTA 5 RP character I'm going to use. His name is going to be Alex Sphere, like the shaped sphere, and I'm going to use him probably in the life series. Do like a car dealership thing, kind of like what Ace Pilot does. Maybe a construction company, maybe like the High Life. Stuff like that, just different things. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments below that watch GTA 5 too, that are watching this series, if you have any ideas of things that you'd probably like to see me do with GTA 5, and I can see maybe if I could do it. I'm not sure how much feedback I'll get back, because I know American Truck Simulator is one game and Grand Theft Auto 5 is another. It's really two different genres to be expecting somebody to watch both. Not everybody's as weird as me and likes to watch both. Pretty lucky. My cough it was pretty bad in the first episode. It kept bugging me. It's bronchitis, but in this episode it seems to be leaving me alone pretty well. I'm trying to think of what else here. We got GTA content I want to bring to the channel, including RP, development work. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of Civ vehicles, and you guys have been seeing it. I've been able to... The reason you never saw any of the LEO vehicle work was because I was asked to keep it a secret, because the admins for OCRP wanted to surprise the community and say, oh yeah, by the way, we're getting new vehicles, and they're like, oh great, and then they think, oh, how long is it going to take till we get those, and then follow it up with, and they're here, so they're going into the server right now, and then it'd be like, wait, what, they're already done? Yeah, so... that was pretty cool to do. I know I couldn't say too much or showcase too much about it. It was hard to keep a tight lip and not say anything, because I like to overly share the stuff I'm working on and stuff they can possibly expect to see on the server. Because it just gets the excitement just that much more and make people feel really appreciated that the dev team does think about their interests and their wants and trying to give them more stuff to create more RP content or more personalized stuff that they would enjoy. But this game, I must say, it's been really nice. I started recording for this series again when you saw me driving, what was the first truck I drove? Was it the Mack? It might have been one of the two Mack trucks that I was driving. If it wasn't those, I can't think of what the other truck was. Oh, it was the International, that's right, now I remember. The International day cab truck I was driving was when I just sat down, I uninstalled all my mods, I put in new mods, I tested my game real quick to make sure it was stable, which it seems like it is, which is really nice. I'll take, as much as I like seeing mods, like different trucks like this and whatnot, I'll take server stability, or not server, god I sound like I'm doing RP stuff. I'll take game stability over content any day, because it's nice to not be driving along and all of a sudden your game just crashes out of nowhere. And I've had that happen a couple times with American Truck Simulator, just with old mods or conflict mods, and it's no fun, especially here, because when you're recording, I'll be recording in a series, and then if my game just decides to crash here, who knows where the last save point was, and I have to drive all the way over here before I should really start recording again, so you guys don't have to suffer through that. Talking my head off here too. Got the sun coming up, got some people behind us. It looks like we got some brake lights up ahead. I'm gonna take the cruise control off here and put my foot into it. Actually no, I'll just put my foot into it just in case we need to slow down, which it looks like we don't. We'll just leave the cruise control, let it do its thing. Just looking at the time there. Gonna probably be another long episode, but I don't want this to be 3 episode. So got 188 miles. It says it's going to take us a little under 4 hours to get there. So we'll definitely finish it in this episode. It might be again another longer episode like the last one was. And then sports news, if any of you guys, that's my track IR still wigging out from the last one. If any of you guys are Laker fans, what do you guys think of us picking up LeBron James? Or not LeBron James, geez, that's last year. Dwight Howard. Come on, dude, I'm gonna, okay, Subaru, thanks, I'll just go past you then. I was gonna let you over. But picking up Dwight Howard again. I know we kind of didn't have a choice because DeMarcus Cousins was injured during practice, which that's already a bad sign. He has an ACL strain or tear or something. Either way, it's a really bad injury, and I'm like, wow, that's not how you want to start off with your new team. So that wasn't a good start. So really, Baker's going to be choosers to get Dwight Howard, but the thing is I've been a Laker fan long enough to, and by long enough, I mean a really long time. So I'm talking Magic days, Magic Johnson days, not just recently here. I've been around long enough, though, to, that's not what I thought California would do for me, is let me bypass a way station, but okay. But I've been around long enough to know that Dwight Howard used to be on our team. He wasn't at 100% health-wise, but he didn't want to play with Kobe Bryant, so he decided he was going to leave and go to a team with winning chemistry, is what he said. And he left for Houston, and he never won anything there. And then he got traded to, or I think he left and went to Atlanta, which is where he's from. Then he went to Charlotte, and he went to Brooklyn. He's been to so many teams. He hasn't won a championship yet or anything like that. And this is the guy that everybody said was the next Shaquille O'Neal. And I'm just like, I feel bad for him because he hasn't done anything, but at the same time, he didn't man up and just say, you know what, I'm in Kobe's spotlight. I'll have my own spotlight once he's gone, but he couldn't take that. He had to have the spotlight. The thing was, is he said that when he came to LA, he wanted to be in the spotlight with a team that was really popular, which LA gives you that platform, the Lakers. LA does, New York Knicks do, Brooklyn does these days now too, even Miami and Chicago from the Jordan days. But when he got there and then he didn't like sharing it with Kobe, I was kind of like, this guy is just selfish. And then they did all that campaign stuff to try to get him to stay, like stay D12 and this and that. And I was like, no, let him leave. When Kobe called him soft, I was like, yeah, I agree. I'm not trying to be a Kobe fanboy here, but yeah, the guy just didn't seem like a good fit for the team. He was just goofing around and didn't take it seriously. And now that he's coming back, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I still have that, like, what he used to do, like, what happened last time he was there, and I don't know how to, like, get away from that. Like, if we start winning and we're, like, going to the championship, yeah, I'll be like, you know what, yeah, we make amends. I like you on our team now. I don't care. But, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know, he kind of screwed us over in our time, and really when him and possibly another piece of the puzzle could have been brought in. I'm trying to help this guy out to help Kobe get that 6th ring, because at that time Kobe needed help. He couldn't do it on his own anymore. There's just no way. And he knew it, everybody knew it, but the organization couldn't do anything to help him with it, which is a real shame. But I know he seems like he's at peace with it, and he's okay with his 5 championships instead of mashing Michael Jordan with 6. But he had just stayed, and I'm thinking if he stayed, somebody would have said, you know what, they got Kobe, who's going to be exiting, they got Dwight Howard, who's not in his prime, but he's not exactly over the hill either. Maybe I could go over there and be the final piece they need to win a championship, and unfortunately that just didn't happen. Dwight left, Steve Nash retired. And Steve Nash, I mean, he was already ready to go out the door. He was just there just to be there more than anything. So it wasn't a whole lot that they could do. Just get blown out in the first round of the playoffs, as I recall. But we'll see. We got Anthony Davis now. We got LeBron James. And we got Dwight Howard. We also got Rajon Rondo again, which that's good. And then we picked up Cousins, but he's not going to do anything because of his injury. Nope, in the wrong lane, I think. Sorry, gotta go over here. That is really weird how this road is. Looking at the GPS, it does not look like it's doing what it's doing. Actually, oh, I guess I could have went either way. Oh, that's strange. Somebody over there? Yeah, there's a Jeep. That's probably a Jeep I cut off earlier. Get over here. But it'll be interesting to see. We have some good pieces on our roster. I've been a fan of Kuzma the past few years. He's been developing very well. We'll see how he does this season. He's playing on Team USA too, which at this recording they lost their first game in the last 13 years, so that's got to be pretty disappointing. But can't ride the top forever. How far out are we now? It's an hour and 46 minutes. We're about 77 miles, but we're going through. Pretty sure this is they had this mapped out to be what is known as the grapevine is what it's called here. The passage to get from Northern California to Southern California, and it's a pretty dangerous area to say the least. It snows up here. In fact, when it snows, like there's mudslides too from when it rains. Like it just it just chucks these big ass boulders onto the road that it's just really dangerous. I always hear about people getting in accidents up here, or even worse, like getting killed up here from a boulder or something falling down the mountain into the roadway. I mean, when you think about it, you got a big mountain boulder like over there, like one of those over there, and it lands on the freeway, and you're doing 70 or 80 in your car, and you don't see it coming, and it's like hitting a brick wall practically. Oh, now we're speeding our ass off doing 70 or 80. Well, just coast down the hill. Let the momentum take us down. Hopefully there won't be a cop. I need to get out of this lane. 124 is coming up. Just let momentum take us down this hill here. This is the best part when you're driving a stick shift, like when I'm driving my car. I just throw it in neutral when I start going down a hill, and it's just like, well, I could just sit here and feather the brake or press the brake when I need to. Alright, there we go. Lock in there. 5 over exactly. Game shouldn't ticket us for that. I've passed cops on this game though before, doing like in the 55, even in California here. I've passed them doing like 66, 67, or not that much. Sorry, that's way up there. I've passed them doing like 61, 62. Like there's one right there, and they still don't write you a ticket. So I think it's kind of just pick and choose. There's been other times, like you guys have seen it too, that have frequently watched the series where I'll be on a country road, or just not even on the freeway like this on the 5, and I'll pass a cop going the other way doing probably 10 over by accident, and they don't write you a ticket or anything. I think the game's gotten to the point now, before the game would just ticket you for everything, like they would just be all over you. I think they've put some kind of like leniency in it to where now, let's see if we can make it over here without hitting anybody, to now where like if they're going the other way, they're thinking if a cop was going the other way, would he risk pulling over, turning around, and driving excessively fast to catch up to somebody that was doing 7 or 8 miles per hour over the speed limit? Most likely not, because cops are smart. They weigh the options. They're like, do I do this and put the public at risk for somebody that's doing 8 miles per hour over the speed limit, or do I just let them go and hope that I scared them by seeing me and now they're going to slow it down? I'm sure they weigh those with risks to rewards, basically, I guess you could say. And we are definitely in Los Angeles, if you couldn't tell already. Seeing all the palm trees out here, and I think I saw downtown LA over here off to the left. I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to be. Ew, I think. Yep, I just missed my exit too, looking for it. How much longer did that add to our commute? Yeah, it's not too much more. Or commute, our drive, I should say, our run. I didn't even see when this is due. When is this due? It's due by Friday at 1:25 p.m., so it's going to be there a day early. And to be fair, that's actually not true at all because I have fatigue off, so I haven't had to stop and rest and have game times continue on while I'm sleeping. So can't really say that I'm like driving great or anything like that to where I'm doing so good on the run that I made it. Ooh, I'm using 2 lanes right now. This tunnel's kind of scaring me on the other side. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit it or something. I want to clip it. And not having the mirror set up right does not help. Oh, you guys that watch GTA 5, you'll know this road. In fact, I need to get over. It's over by the Santa Monica Pier. Oh, you idiot! Come on, please. Thank you. Jackass was not watching the turn signal at all. Or he was, and he just decided he wasn't going to help me out at all. Oh, brakes, brakes. Oh my god, heavy into the brakes. Got very lucky there. Very, very lucky. Almost obliterated that car. Was I think a Lincoln Navigator. Yeah, honk at yourself. Here, I'll give you some back. Alright, we're turning left here. Hopefully it's clear. Normally on this road it's a nightmare. I've been down here before. Last year I took my wife for her birthday out to Santa Monica Pier because she wanted to go, and it was a nightmare to drive in that area. Got a nice boat out there. Trying to imitate the wow, I can't even talk. The Queen Mary, but that's down in Long Beach. That's not over here. There's a Santa Monica Pier right there. Probably the Goodyear blimp. This does not look like a road that I should be driving down, but the GPS is saying it's okay, so we're gonna drive down it. This doesn't even look like a road a car should be driving on. It looks like it should be a bike lane or something. Like the ones over there for the pier. That's what all that is, that sidewalk there and everything like that. Like I said, if you guys are watching this and you watch GTA 5, you'll know this area very well. This map pretty good to that one too. I have this place already. Yep. It popped off like otherwise. Let's see here. Up here, and then we gotta turn right. Oh, that's under construction. Cool. I have to look for another car. Let's make sure nobody's coming, which they're not. I can swing out way over here. Make sure my trailer's safe. I'm gonna make it. And when I was playing this game every single day when it first came out, I would make those turns a lot easier. It was a lot easier to swing a truck or a trailer around a 90-degree turn like that. Only one lane. These days the game's changed so much and I don't get to play it all the time, and it's kind of off and on. It makes it kind of hard. Coming up to the 40-minute mark right now on my clock here, so it will be a long episode, but it won't be too long. I think the last episode was about just as long, if not just a little bit shorter than that. But good trip nonetheless. Started up in Bellingham, or basically northern Washington, the most northern part of it, and took the 5 freeway all the way down to Los Angeles. I was trying to get one that would take me all the way to San Diego, but I couldn't. Oh man, this hill is, oh come on truck. Come on truck. This hill is really making it work. I didn't even check the gas the entire time on the way here. I think I see it's at a half a tank, so we're still good. Probably fill up before I look for a a freight load that's gonna go back up, probably to Washington. If not, maybe I'll go out east, try to hit up New Mexico or something like that. I don't know if it'll be a long trek like this. Maybe I'll do like a bunch of short treks from here to there. I'll just kind of do like a short one that gets me to Vegas or to somewhere in Nevada anyways, and then do another one that gets me to Arizona, and then another one that gets me out to there. Let's see here. Come in. Come on, light. Oh, there it goes. Get my foot ready for it. I think I only have one left turn. Yeah, it's only one lane, so don't worry too much. Just gotta be careful with traffic there. And it looks like our drop off is just to the left. That's good. We don't have to drive too far into Los Angeles here to where we're just doing 30 down the road. This road, I think the entire road is either 25 or 30, and if you start a run from here, it sure does take a while to get to the highway. You know what? Knock on wood, this has actually been a pretty good run. I haven't gotten a ticket that I could think of. I don't think I've gotten a speeding ticket or anything like that, or an accident. All I had was that near accident of driving through a blocked off area of the highway because they were life flighting somebody out of there. Sell goods. I got all your pallets for you. I don't know if it would be worth it to pay me this much to bring you just a trailer full of empty pallets. Figure it's got to be 24 pallets times however many are stacked that high, because 53-foot trailer can hold 24 to 26 pallets times however many high you can go. I only know that because I deal with them every single day at work. So little math equations like that you get used to. Alright, this luckily isn't going to be a blindside drop off, but it's not exactly an easy one either. There's a few trailers here already. Straighten it out here. Alright, little curve. Alright, let's go ahead and try to get this in the first shot. Let's go for first shot. Whoops. Not cutting it quick enough. That's already not good. There we go. Follow this trailer back. Keep following it. Let it do its thing here. Let it do its thing a little bit more. Go, there we go. Man, that's looking good. That's looking like I'm a professional and I know what I'm doing. Holy shit. Who would have thunk it? Oh, no. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Almost. That's what I get for bragging. Karma hits you and lets you know that you're not as good as you think you are. I want to get it like dead straight on. That's like something I never do. And it's very hard for me to do in this game. I think I'm just not looking in the right spot. It's just like driving, you gotta look at the right spot. There you go. Get the parking brake on, kill the engine. Hop out and take a look, make sure we're man, yeah, we're lined up pretty good. That's actually a pretty decent drop off. We'll put our flashers on just to be cool. I'm just gonna keep this off. Probably could back up a little bit more so the dock plate can get onto there, but that's neither here or there. Let's go ahead and attach the trailer. And that's it. We got excellent on this run. We took empty pallets from Bellingham to Los Angeles. We drove 1,283 miles. It took us 25 hours to do it, which normally it should take more because we just didn't have fatigue on. We consumed 181 gallons of fuel. For this run, we earned $34,700. and we earned 2,672 XP, which really bumped us up here. That's really good. We passed our midway point here of level 28, getting even closer to that level 29. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of American Truck Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought. Until the next episode of American Truck Simulator or any other content I release, I will see you guys there. Take care.